Hey, it's Triple B, Tarot, Weeping Angel, what up? So, I cut my hair. I know, I look like I did before. I'm a monster, I swear. But anyway, sorry about not having more videos up. I wanted to make that apology. I've been pretty busy trying to get a job and trying to get my life straight. Um, but anyway, today I wanted to talk about something very important to me. And it's something that a lot of people in the LGBT community deal with on a regular basis. And it's something that you will find in the hood on a regular basis, kind of hypocritical. And it's called slurs. You know, like using the word fag or faggot to put down somebody of the LGBT community. Like it's a bad thing to be gay, bi, trans, or any of that. And these words are just, they can be just words, but they're not good words to use. And it really gets to the point where it irks me too much. And I know if you have some people in your life that do those things and say those things to you or other people around you, I know it's going to hurt you as well. But the best thing you can do is either ignore it, think of a good comeback, like, okay, if I'm a fag, then you're a piece of shit. You know, something like that. I don't know. Depends on the person and how well you know the person in order to make the comeback. Or you can sit there and defend the community in a whole and say, that is hypocritical of you, because if I were to use a racist slur, you'd be all over me. If I were to use any sort of slur, you'd be all over me. Yet you're sitting here calling me a fag or a faggot. And that's not okay. That's not alright. Just know you have support. You have people here that understand you, that go through the same shit. As you all know, I'm actually trans. And I guess this could count as my coming out video too. But it gets to the point sometimes where things are just not okay. Where things get to the point where you're struggling because of being trans, gay, bi, or lesbian. Where people sometimes would get to the point where it's like, oh, you're a lesbian, I'm gonna turn you straight. Oh, you're gay, I'm gonna turn you straight, baby. Da da da. You know, all that. Just ignore them and go about your day. Sorry, I got hit in the head multiple times by a gun the other day because I was robbed for $4. Yeah, I know, right? But anyway, back to the situation at hand. Slurs. People use words like fag and faggot just to get into your head, just to get to you and try to make you into something that they want you to be. Ignore it and be yourself. Be everything you are and nothing that they want you to be. Just because someone uses a racist slur on a regular basis, or, well, it's not racist, but could be considered in that sort of category. But Anyway, it gets to the point where something has to be said, something has to be done. And I think we should start a movement too. Another pride movement. Pride lives matter. Because we do. You see a lot of these people out there in the streets doing the Black Lives Matter protests and movements and all of that. Me too. I'm there. I'm there with you. But there has to be something done about the way that pride people are being treated, pushed onto the streets because they're pride, kicked out of their houses, losing their jobs, just because they're pride, which is really fucked up. And it's not right. I think that if we get together and make another movement, a pride movement, Pride Lives Matter. I mean, that's just one letter turned upside down. That we'll get somewhere with this. And just because you're pride doesn't mean you don't have to believe in God. I do. In the beginning, he created all man equal. In the beginning, he created man in his image, both male and female. Meaning his image is both male and female, because if he is all being, all knowing, all seeing, that means he is also male and female. Especially with the all being part being put into that. I actually kind of want to become a pride minister too. But somehow it's got to change. These things that people say, love your enemy as your brother. It says that in the Bible too. We do not have room to judge. Only God has room to judge. God and Jesus. And it's not right for us to be treating other people like shit just because of what they are or who they are. We need to start actively, how should I say, doing something about this. And I think the movement Pride Lives Matter would be the best start for all of this. I know there's the All Lives Matter protest, because there are some people in the Black Lives Matter protest that are pieces of shit, that treat others like shit because they're pride, because they're white. I get both of those problems on a regular basis living in the hood. You're white, you're racist, I gotta treat you like shit. Oh, you're trans? You must like men and you must be gay, so you gotta be a faggot. Like, what? What the fuck is that shit? I don't agree with any of that. I don't treat black people like shit because they're black. I don't treat Hispanic people like shit because they're Hispanic. Or Asian people like shit because they're Asian. I don't treat people like shit because they're a furry. I'm a furry too. I don't treat people like shit because they believe in certain things. I don't treat them like shit. God bless. Have a good day. I hope you turn your life around. You know? Well, that's all I really got to say on this matter. Thoughts of a Weeping Angel. Peace.